Why am I so zoomed in?
We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. Oh, oh.
I gotta figure out why I'm so zoomed in.
Oh my God.
Oh, I got it's time. What's up? Oh,
Oh,
there
there
we
we go. Wait, can I do that? Maybe not. All right. We got Thinks Picks in the Brad Show. This is
go.
where
The
we
Finks
talk
picks and
about
Brad. I think the Finks
talk
picks.
about sports, politics, really engaging topics on the what's going on the earth, and we give our advice and our wisdom that we have and hold.
The stuff we feel needs our input.
Yes. I mean, I truly want to be a government politician at some point in my life, so I speak truthfully and full-heartedly in
Yep,
everything that I do.
just like a politician.
Just like a politician, I only tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
I'm gonna tell the truth, all right.
All right, so let's get into it. We're gonna recap last week in football, NFL, college football. Brad, if you want to start us off in college football, what happened
College
last week?
football. What I got? Just as a recap, Louisville, big upset over a Miami team who looked like just one of the best teams
Wow.
in the nation.
I
Out
had
of
a lot of
nowhere. I don't think
I,
anyone saw it coming.
I had money on Miami. It was unfortunate.
I didn't bet on that one. I actually did think about betting on Louisville, and I really wish I did because they ended up fucking winning. I just figured it seemed like a Miami lose game. I've got Georgia versus Ole Miss, a shootout in the SEC. Georgia's
Oh yeah.
defense looked like it had a lot of holes in it, but it stood up when it needed to, and their offense played incredibly. So did Ole
They
Miss's.
cut Georgia covered. They covered the -7 too. That
They,
kind of screwed me as well.
they did cover at the end. Ole
Yeah.
Miss had control of that game for 3.5 quarters, and they let it slip away. Trinidad Chambliss, it looked like the crowd and stuff finally got to him there at the end. He looked rattled for the first time I've seen all year.
I still think he's the Heisman. I think Trinidad's the Heisman.
I've also got Bama dominates Tennessee.
Yep. Also screwed my parlay. Honestly, it really did.
You bet on Tennessee.
Just to cover. I see Tennessee to cover. It was ridiculous. It was
Bama,
ridiculous.
after that week one loss, that's looking more and more fucking ridiculous as Florida State loses
They
another
lost to Stanford. They
game.
lost to Stanford. Did you see the sequence at
Yeah,
the end there?
yeah,
Where
I
they had
saw, I
like
saw,
three plays? Yeah.
I saw all that. That loss just looking more and more ridiculous. This Florida State team's not good. They can't beat an
Really.
ACC opponent,
They blow. They blow.
and they dominated Bama. But
Yeah.
looks like Ty Simpson has settled in. I've got a big win for Vanderbilt, program changing win for Vanderbilt over LSU to get that ranked win and to look like really a contender
Oh,
for the
yeah.
playoffs.
That was a good one. I think LSU sucks. I think Brian Kelly's really bad, to be honest.
We'll talk about that later, but I think LSU's got a shot this week against a really shaky
Uh-huh.
Texas A&M team at
What
home.
happened in the Big Ten this week? Well, let's go to the Big Ten. What happened in the Big Ten?
In the Big Ten, Michigan, the
Wow.
University of Michigan dominates
Wow.
Washington, gets
It
back from a really, really shitty game against USC.
was a
They
good
look
one. It
like
was a good one.
was a very good game. Still very sloppy on offense. I don't think they have the offense to contend for anything at all this year.
Wow. Wow. Bryce
But
Underpants he's gonna take a few more dookies before they win some big games.
um, Ohio State, they looked fucking good, which
They're the best team in the country. It's not even close. They're the best team in the country. They're gonna go back to
either
back
them
probably.
or another team that dominated the Michigan State Spartans.
Yeah, yep. Indiana.
Michigan sailed the close, but the Indiana Hoosiers are fucking legit. Kirk
But they didn't.
Cignetti, I don't know
Michigan
what he's
State
doing
covered.
there,
Michigan State covered. I will say that
but
Michigan State covered.
that game was in question for maybe a quarter, and it looked like,
No.
oh, it's the same old Indiana team, and they just absolutely fucking beat the shit out of them. I mean,
Anyone who's watched a Michigan State football game knows that game was never had a chance. Never had a chance.
and another thing I want to talk about, it wasn't a great one this week for them, but Northwestern is sitting at 5-2 with I don't think any conference losses.
I didn't know that. I don't pay attention to Northwestern football, to be honest.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's
I've got
interesting. What's
that.
the remaining schedule?
I will look at that right now. But I've also got on here Notre Dame, big rivalry win against USC. That
USC's Mickey Mouse. That Michigan loss is looking more embarrassing for the Wolverines there.
no, it's just looking worse and worse. It's looking that we should not have been shut down that badly by that defense. It's
Yeah.
unacceptable. But this week
But
they play Nebraska, at USC, home against Michigan, home against Minnesota, at Illinois. It's not great, but it's manageable. If they are
Northwestern, that's
actually,
Northwestern.
yeah, if they are
Okay.
actually a decent team, which I don't think they are, I think they're frauds. But they have a chance to prove a lot of people wrong if they
I think
can
they're
win a few of those games.
I think they're gonna lose out.
I think they'll beat Nebraska. They lost to Minnesota as a ranked
As
team.
they beat Nebraska, Matt Rule is probably
He needs
he's
to be
probably
fired. He
he's probably
needs to
fired.
be shipped off to East Lansing or
No, no.
State College, Penn
Yeah.
State or Michigan State. I hope he goes to
Mhm.
Michigan State. That would make my day.
I hope Nick Saban goes to Michigan State, is what I heard.
Then NFL this week. What do you got for that?
Oh, this week or last week? What happened last week?
We're recapping last week. Yes.
Yeah. So big win by the Chicago Bears, four in a row. Them and the Pats, they're rolling right now. I really like Bears Pats Super Bowl is what I'm looking at into the future. But if we're just recapping last week, the Bears
Yeah.
defense looked dominant. They had four takeaways. Kale Williams looked very mediocre. Kale Williams looked very mediocre. At times I wanted Badgett to go into the game. And he almost did. I saw Ben Johnson. He like told Badgett, he was like, "Hey, warm up that arm like you're about to go in," because Cale Williams was was that bad.
First of all, about that game, I do not think 12-point win over the New Orleans Saints is that impressive at all.
It was
I
pretty
don't. I
nice. It
think
was
this
pretty
Bears
nice.
hot streak is a
Is it
thing
coming to an
that is
end?
coming. It is coming from a fourth in the division schedule where you're playing really bad teams, and you have played really bad teams the past 4 weeks.
Interesting. That's interesting.
I think the Bears are a better team than I thought they were a few weeks ago. They've
For
just
sure.
looked a lot better. I didn't think they would win all these games. I don't think they're. I wouldn't say they're not playoff contenders. I think they could make the playoffs. I wouldn't say they're contenders to win anything.
Okay. They're pretenders. Are they pretending to be good right now? Is that what's going
They
on?
are pretending to be good, and it might
Yeah.
last because their schedule is very weak.
But I'm thinking the Bears are making the playoffs.
If the Bears make the playoffs, that's big just for the culture.
It really is. They need it. They need it. All right, I got more from the NFL. The Giants selling a 19-point fourth quarter lead straight up 33 points by the Broncos. That was crazy. I originally had this like seven leg player prop parlay, and it was for the late slate. And Bo Nix had like 119 yards going in the fourth quarter. I need him to have 200 yards. I was like, he's not getting 200 yards. There's no way. The Giants are going to box him, and he throws 200. He ends up with like
Yeah, he had
279
200
yards.
in the fourth quarter. I
Yeah,
mean,
easily. It was stupid. It was stupid.
you got anything else for NFL? I mean, that game just falls on the Giants kicker. It was his
Um,
fault. That
look,
him making 2 extra points would have won them that game instead.
it really, yeah. No, he got cut. He got cut today, I
Yeah,
think.
no, he got cut.
Yeah,
Irish prick.
yeah. He's out. He apologized, but that dude should be gone. There's no reason. The Jets suck.
Apologize doesn't matter. The Jets are terrible.
They're the
I've
worst
got
team
them.
I've ever
If
seen.
they're gonna win a game, it might be this week in the quarterback change at the Bengals.
Nah,
But if
no. I think the Bengals are going to win some games coming up here. I think Joe might put them in the playoffs.
Yes, I have got that on here. Bengals upset Steelers in a game nobody saw coming. Joe Flacco played his
Yep,
fucking ass off.
he
Aaron
did.
Rodgers played his fucking ass off. Two 40-plus-year-old quarterbacks going back and forth. Craziest shit I've seen.
It
Hell of
was
a
it was a
game.
great game. It was a great game. It was a great game. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. What else was ridiculous was the Cardinals. I was praying the Packers are going to lose this Sunday. The Cardinals had it in their hands,
The
and they sold.
Packers, the Packers
They
look
sold.
mediocre. The Packers have looked mediocre over the past few weeks. I know they're not mediocre, but they've looked mediocre.
And I've looked at the Bears schedule multiple times throughout the year. And I think the Packers aren't a LL anymore. I think it's a WL or a WW for Chicago. I really think they could sweep the Packers this year.
I
And late
think
in the season, if the Bears keep on rolling and progressing like they are, I really like the Bears to sweep the Packers.
I
I
think I
really
think
do.
that one's a loss, or maybe a win at Soldier Field.
I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, I feel like
I'm
you got to
excited.
take 1-1 against them this year.
Yeah.
Like if you could get that. On here, I've also got yesterday Lions win. Offense looked terrible, and our
hmm
backup defensive backs looked all pros. What I don't know what the fuck that game was. We'll take the win. Baker played like shit.
I think your pass rush was really good. I think your pass rush disrupted Baker a lot more than usual, and he wasn't used to it. Baker played awful. He threw 50 something passes and had one passing touchdown.
I
Baker played
mean, and
awful.
for the whole game, mostly it was Emeka Ibuka and then like Sterling Shepard and Johnson.
Yeah, and Mike Evans is going to retire, right? He's done. He's
No, he's
retiring.
got to be done. I mean, the streak's going to come to an end. There's nothing to play for anymore.
He's got a ring. It does. I feel like he's just got to retire.
No, there's no point. Then the last thing I've got on here, Tua needs to be benched. They need to get somebody else. They're not going to win football games with Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback.
I think Tua gets paid like 52 million a year.
At this point, you can't still start him.
Can you
The
buy
guy
out quarterbacks? Should we start buying out quarterbacks?
Jonathan Smith should be bought out.
Jonathan Smith should be bought out, but we should buy out Tua.
Anything.
So after this week, what's our mountain of quarterbacks? Our top five quarterbacks. What's our top five quarterbacks after this week?
That's a hard question. I think Baker falls out of there.
Okay.
I mean, I've still got Lamar on there.
Okay. Really?
I-
Lamar's
I've
coming
got
back this week
I've
against the
got
Bears.
Josh Allen, of
Yeah.
course.
hmm
Got to have Mahomes,
hmm
and then the other two, I feel like it's kind of up for grabs. I mean, the guys you could put up there, Jared Goff didn't look great this year. Jordan Love didn't look
J-
great this week. Jordan Love,
Jared Goff. Jared Goff did not look good. I will say
Jared
that.
Goff
Jared
looked.
Goff, he missed a lot of throws that he usually makes, and he threw some on what questionable picks. He had some questionable picks. And the strip sack. He's just so immobile. It's hard to when he gets
Yeah,
pressured, it's hard for him.
I mean, a guy that has looked really good, and this might
hmm
sound ridiculous, is Dak Prescott.
No, that is not. No, you could throw Dak Prescott in your top five. That's
I, he looked amazing last week. The
yep.
Cowboys looked a lot better on defense, defensively sound. I might have to throw Dak in there.
Yeah, Dak
And
Dak looks
I
really
mean,
good.
Baker falls out. I mean, you got Sam Darnold is bowling
Sam
out.
Darnold, yeah, Sam Darnold is playing out of his mind right now. He's playing
Yeah,
out of his mind.
Stafford is playing really good.
hmm Yep.
I'm trying to think of people.
Drake May. Drake May has been
Drake
playing
May
good.
might be up there. Drake May might be number 5 right now if I
Okay.
can't think of anybody else.
Yeah, my
Oh,
top
I know
five.
my 5. Daniel Jones is number 5.
Oh, I like that one. He hands the ball off a lot though, but I like that one.
No, he's playing out of his mind. I don't know what is happening, but Daniel Jones is looking like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good at what his job does. Mine's probably one is probably Patrick Mahomes. Two is probably Josh Allen. Three is Dak Prescott. And then four is Caleb Williams. And five is Drake May right now. And that's my top five.
I noticed Caleb Williams snuck in there. And
I don't see how that's crazy. I don't see how that's crazy. I think
I
Caleb
mean,
Williams is a great quarterback. Fantastic, phenomenal,
earlier in the show,
generational talent.
I heard I wish Bajan was in.
Yeah,
But
sometimes they do.
if a quarterback is wanting to be benched by the fan base, I don't think he's quite sneaks into the top 5.
Well, when you watch Jared Goff sit there like a pumpkin and get sacked 3 times in a row, you don't ever think,
And
man, maybe we should throw Hendon
Jared
Hooker
Goff
in the
played
game.
better than Caleb Williams. I would never trade Jared Goff for Caleb Williams.
But do you ever think, oh, maybe if we had Hendon Hooker in the game, he would get out of the pocket and get a first down there? You know what I mean? Like
Hendon Hooker can't make the throws Jared Goff can make.
Jared Goff couldn't make any throws regardless on Monday night.
No, on Monday night, neither quarterback played well. It was
It was
Jahmyr
just
Gibbs
it was Jameer
and
Gibbs versus the
the Lions
Buccaneers.
defense. And Jahmyr Gibbs single-handedly won that game by
He did.
himself.
He
and
did.
the defense. The defense forced so many
He
turnovers. The
did.
defense played amazing. I cannot stress it enough how proud of those practice squad players I am.
I was watching the game and I couldn't name a single like I knew Hutchinson, McNeil, and like the guys on the line, but like I was watching the game. I'm like, who are these guys? I've
We
never
had
heard of
one
them.
defensive back that gets playing time when everybody's healthy, and it was Amik Robertson. And he
Oh yeah,
played
Robertson's
maybe
good.
the worst out of all of them.
Robertson's good though, usually.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
NBA NHL preview, you got anything for that?
So just finished up watching the Rockets and Thunder game as we record. That was a crazy game. Double OT. You couldn't draw it up any
That
better.
was cinema, except the Thunder.
Um, they're back on NBC. Was that Mike Chirico? Was that him
I'm pretty
on the
sure.
call tonight? Whatever. The call was cinema. The broadcasting was cinema. I really wanted Kevin Durant to hit the game winner there. I really wanted Kevin Durant to take over, but Unk
Got
doesn't have
fun.
it. And Shea's always at the line. That's one thing I realized is I'm not the biggest NBA fan, so I don't really like watch the games that much. But like I'll have it on and I'll look up. Maybe I have him on because I bet on him. I'll look up and Shea's always at the line. He's still at the line. He lives
Watching the
there.
finals last year was unbearable. It's just that team is always at the line.
I wonder
They
how much camera time they get at the line.
they play a brand of basketball that I do not respect at all.
Unethical. So unethical.
It's just ruining the game, and I think a lot of people agree that it's ruining the game. The way they play basketball.
And I have nothing against Chet Holmgren as a person, but that dude is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. Just looking at him,
I do not like Chet Holmgren. I think he's a fucking idiot. He always wears
I
bags and shit, and he talks gangster, and he's just not.
nothing against a personal. I just think he sucks at basketball, and an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an
No,
idiot.
if he was anywhere else, he would not be as good as people think he is.
And
Uh,
I mean, it's not even like you can't even make it up. Like to end the game, I don't know if you can read this. 2 for 2, game-winning free throws, Shea. Like, oh wow, Shea, you won the basketball game on 2 for 2 at the free throw line.
that's
How many?
just.
It was horrible. It was hard to watch.
I mean, the worst part about watching that game for me was at the start, the banner ceremony
Mm,
that they
mm.
didn't earn at all. I mean, the Pacers, we would have won. We would have won with Halliburton in the game. And I've got on here, it's a growth year now. We need our backups and our
Uh-huh.
role players to just get better. There's no hope of doing anything this year. We don't have Halliburton. Siakam's not leading us anywhere.
Siakam blows.
Our guys need to just get better. We need to learn to play without Halliburton. So when he comes back, we are a much better team. I think
I
a
like that.
finals is still somewhat on the table. I think we really blew our shot at it, our best shot at it. But I mean, if Halliburton can play like that in the playoffs, it's always going to be a possibility we can crack.
Halliburton's a really good basketball player. Halliburton is really good at basketball.
I mean that was by far the most clutch postseason maybe in NBA history. Five
Probably
games.
since it was a really good postseason. It was a really good postseason play.
I mean, it was just ridiculous.
If he wins that finals, that ring run could go up there with Dirk's run. It really could. That's Dirk level ring if they finish off that game 7 and he wins that
Yeah,
game 7.
100%.
Halliburton would be a Hall of Famer if they would have won that ring.
I know. Now, I think he needs to win a ring to get to the Hall of Fame, but if he
Yeah.
ever gets a
Hmm.
ring, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer easily. Yeah, NBA. I don't really have. I don't really have a team in the NBA. I root for players. I like to bet on players in the NBA. That's really my thing. Um, my preseason champion, if I were to take one right now, I was gonna say the Thunder, but they look like a 6 seed. I really don't like the Thunder this year. I like the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets are gonna win the championship. I think it's Jokic's year. He's gonna get another ring. He's gonna get another one.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Nuggets. I don't know. I feel like it's really up for grab this year with 8 or 9 teams in the West being contenders. I think a
I,
Western Conference team will win the finals. I just
mhm.
don't know.
I like the Spurs. Spurs are my sleeper team.
I don't think they'll win a finals. I think a playoff run is on the table, which
Yeah,
they have not done since Tim Duncan, Tony Parker.
Yeah, Greg Popovich. Pop.
And then NHL. What do you got in
Ooh,
the NHL?
ooh, NHL. First of all, the Red Wings look fantastic. That's probably the biggest
That's
surprise
what I
this
have.
year.
The Red Wings look amazing.
I'm not a Red Wings fan. I'm a Hawks fan. The Hawks look fun. They're fun and frisky. They're gonna suck. They're not gonna make the playoffs. But I like how Bedard is playing and the player he's becoming. He's actually showing some growth, which is good, and he looks like he's having fun. Um, but no, the Wings are good. I like San Jose. I don't know why. I don't think they're gonna be good, but
They're
I
they're
like them.
0-4-2 right now. The San Jose Sharks are not going to do anything this year.
I like them though. They're fun. They're another fun
William
team.
Eklund is playing like shit this year.
Ooh, ooh, another input. Isaac Howard, Michigan State Spartan, Iceman. He got his first NHL goal tonight with the Oilers. That was fun to see. That was awesome.
I watched the very end of that game. Saw Jake Wallman score
Hmm.
the game winner. He hit that one. Jake Wallman's always got some great sellies from back when he was on the Red Wings. Used to love him. He used to be one of my favorite players on the team. I'm really upset we traded him, but I love Jake Wallman. He's got a fucking rocket of a shot, as
Hmm.
you saw in the game winner. From like the blue line, just fucking sniped it top bends. It was ridiculous. It was a hell of a
Yeah,
shot, hell of a sally.
this
I
will
know.
never
I
be
have
good.
seen a lot of places the Senators making the playoffs over the Red Wings, and while it's possible the Red Wings choke for
Oh
a third
God.
consecutive year and miss the playoffs again,
Hey,
I don't see the Senators making the playoffs either.
same time next year. You know what I mean? Same time next year.
Yeah, I mean it's something's got to change. I think the new coach. I don't know. He came in, we went on a big winning streak, but then we just couldn't win a game down the stretch and went from basically like a 90% lock to make the playoffs to missing
Yeah.
completely.
I don't like the Blackhawks coach either. The man, I don't know his name, but I think he lets the guys have too much fun, and that's why they score a lot of goals and they have fun. Well, I think
They
it's
don't
going to
play
bite
any
them in the butt.
defense.
I think they all go and party and do blow and smoke kush after practice. I think that's what they do. Like they drink every day. I think Bedard's going to get some really bad habits in Chicago. He really is, and it might hurt him in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. NHL, it's still kind of up for grabs. The Avs, I would say, look good. They're losing to Utah right now. I'm watching that as we record this. 2-1.
Wow.
They were up 1-0 and have done nothing since. I mean, the offense, not all year. All year they've looked great, but this game has just looked really stagnant against an okay Utah team.
Luca has 29, 8, and 4 right now. By the way, a little update on Luca.
But fucking, who is that? Gary Payton just threw down. Warriors up 14.
Yeah, the Warriors are
Come back.
spanking them. Warriors are spanking them. The Lakers need LeBron. My NHL pick is T'Challa going to be back at some point?
Yes.
I like the Panthers. I think the Panthers are going to
That is
3-peat.
my NHL pick too. I like the Florida Panthers three-peat or the Oilers.
Yeah,
I can't see it where it's not Panthers Oilers again.
I really like the Oilers, and I want McDavid to win the big one. He needs to win the big one. He needs it bad. He needs it bad.
I know. The playoffs are where he kind of struggles. Not even the playoffs, the finals. The
Yeah,
Stanley Cup
Stanley
finals.
Cup
Where he
Finals.
struggles. He
If we
struggles so
get
much.
if we just get a third year of Panthers Oilers Stanley Cup Finals, I would love it. I would love every
I
second
wouldn't
of it.
complain. I
No.
don't like seeing the same teams over and over, but
Hmm.
the last two finals have been so cinema.
Yeah, that I
I would
would.
not hate it at
The
all.
last two finals have been great hockey, amazing hockey, like peak hockey.
Yeah, it's incredible to watch, and I wouldn't hate it again. Which is crazy to say that I want to see the same two teams play for a third straight year, but I do.
Yeah, it's fair.
And the
It's
only
fair.
thing that would make me happier than that is if the Red Wings go to the Stanley Cup Finals. Which, as
And
of right now, if they can keep this up, they look like contender. But will
I
they
feel like
keep
they
this
need more
up?
depth. I feel like they need more depth too in their lineup.
Yes, I fit. We need to keep this up. We need to go into the trade deadline as contenders, and Yzerman needs to do something at the trade deadline for once. For once, he doesn't do anything any other year. If we keep playing like this, we need to get depth at the trade deadline. Need to.
Yeah,
Next up, we've got around the world. The Louvre was broken into this
Oh my
past
God.
week.
Hold on, bro.
The Louvre. 4 minutes they were in there. They
How do I
lifted up
go
to a
back?
balcony, cut through the
Oh, there we go.
windows,
Okay.
threatened the guards, got them out of there, and
Yeah, so
ironically escaped on scooters.
I didn't understand this. I saw this. So what? Where is this place?
I believe it's in France. I'm pretty sure.
It's where the Mona Lisa is, right?
Yes, yes. Mona Lisa's there, I believe. Big museum,
Yeah.
really nice place. I mean, I was just surprised how this is even possible.
Yeah,
These,
no, I didn't understand it. I really didn't. Like in America, I feel like those dudes would just get shot. Like we would see how we just shoot them
yeah, I mean, they climbed up to a balcony, cut
on
through the
scooters.
windows.
Wait, how do you not get like someone just run them over? I don't understand.
I don't know how they got, I just read they escaped on scooters. I don't know what kind of scooters, but if they escaped on scooters, that is badass.
Where are the security guards?
So yeah, they threatened the guards and the guards evacuated, which is ridiculous.
None of this makes sense. None of this makes
How do
sense.
they get in there and the guards are just like, fuck, okay, we're
How are the
leaving. We're not dealing
how
with
are the
this.
guards not trained for this? I mean, that's what they're there for, is if someone tries to steal something.
I mean, I don't know how in depth their plans were, how good at this shit they were. Like, have they been stealing shit for a long time? Maybe that's the only thing I can think of is that they're just really good at what they did.
Were they
Set it up that
promised
way.
those crowns 3,000 years ago?
No, because I don't think they were Jewish.
Okay, okay.
If they
I
were
was
Jewish, probably.
I
Maybe the
mean, maybe they
guards were
didn't steal them.
Jewish, and it was in the whatever the fuck the Jews read, and they're like,
Prophecy,
yeah, and they're like,
Bible.
Moses promised these guys the jewels, so we have to evacuate.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible, Brad. What did they steal? What was it called?
It's like I don't know. It was like a crown or something with jewels on it, and it had a here. I got it right here. Um, yeah, it was like this. I don't know if you see that. It was like a crown with jewels on it. I think they stole this. Yeah, just I think just a bunch of jewels, really.
Would you see they stole like seven different pieces of jewelry, and they dropped one of them. One of them they dropped in the street on their way out.
I'm taking it.
Wow.
I'm telling behind it.
The stolen crown jewels are estimated to be worth 102 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fucking crown jewels, bro.
So I don't understand. You have this valuable of things and they just get stolen like this. Like this is insane. In broad daylight. Broad daylight.
I'm seeing here they tried to set fire to their vehicle and were stopped by a museum staff member, not even security. The staff members were doing more to prevent this than the security were.
I don't even I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. It should never happen in America. This is why America's the greatest country. But I don't. I don't know what to say.
Fucking Europeans.
France is France is a
We
bunch
let
of
all of
pussies.
the diamonds get stolen. Whatever.
That's why
Um,
they lost to Argentina in the World Cup a couple years ago. I mean, there's a bunch of pussies.
I was watching that in church. Funny story. I had my phone down next to me in the pew watching it in church.
Mbappe's a great player. I love Mbappe, but
France just has a bunch of black dudes, which is, I mean, there's got to be some rules to this. Dembele is not French.
I don't understand it either. There's different dudes who play for different countries. It's ridiculous.
It's like where your dad's from and what you have in your genetics or where you're born. Like you get a bunch of choices, which is,
You live there for 2 years, it's whatever.
yeah. Oh, yeah. A bit off the fucking topic of Europe. We go to college football this week.
Back to
Michigan
words.
State is what we'll finish it on.
Yeah, we'll finish up Michigan State preview. Michigan State. Michigan is 13 and a half or 14 and a half point favorites. Over under is 50. Don't even know. Don't even know what the over under is. Michigan's gonna win. Michigan's gonna win. Michigan's gonna cover. It's gonna be Michigan 31, Michigan State 13. That's my prediction.
I have Michigan win for sure. MSU cover maybe. It's possible. It's a rivalry game at home. The more I look into it and the more our offense struggles, the more I think Michigan State could cover. I wouldn't bet on it, but
No,
it's possible.
no, but Michigan State has been covering, and I think Jonathan Smith has been betting, and I think he should be checked in by the NCAA. Jonathan Smith should be investigated for gambling because I think he is. I truly do.
The last things I've got my picks. Smash the UCLA cover against Indiana. I think that line is
Oh,
kind of insane for the way UCLA's been playing. I've got Ole Miss money line against Oklahoma. I don't know why Oklahoma's favorited. I think they're kind of frauds.
okay.
I don't think they're that good. Barely beat Auburn. And their
Mhm.
other good win is Michigan, which isn't that impressive.
Okay.
Um, I like Vanderbilt this week. I forget who they're playing, but I like them. And then I also think LSU's got a shot at home against A&M.
Wow. I don't think A&M's that good, but I think LSU is dog shit.
But yeah, you got any picks before we wrap this up?
Yeah, no, yeah. So I like Indiana minus 25.5. I'm fading that. I like Indiana. I think Cignetti's gonna
So if Finks
use it
picks
as
picks
fire.
that, go with me. Finks picks is always wrong. Fade him.
If Trinidad is starting, I love Ole Miss money line. I love Syracuse plus 17.5. Georgia Tech loves to keep games close. They love to keep their opponents in the game. I like Syracuse plus 17.5. They can score. Um, Virginia minus 10.5. They're gonna blow the gates off UNC. UNC is horrendous. Horrendous. Um, Alabama minus 12.5. I love that. I think Alabama's gonna keep on rolling. I think they're gonna win by 3 scores. Keep the offense going here. Vanderbilt, did you say you like Vanderbilt?
Yes, I did say that. Who are they
Yeah,
playing?
Missouri at
Oh yeah,
home.
I said Vandy by a ton.
Yeah, I like Vandy. I like Vandy money line there. Um, BYU is plus 2.5 favorites or underdogs against at Iowa State. I don't think Iowa State's very good.
Smash BYU on that. That
I
is
like BYU. I like is it Bachbauer?
Bet Bachmeyer. Yeah,
But yeah, I love that guy. Love him. Cincinnati minus 4.5 at home against Baylor. I love Cincinnati there. I don't think Baylor's very good at football. I really don't. I don't think Baylor's good. Did you say anything about Oklahoma State and Texas Tech?
no, I don't think that game needs to be talked about. That is going to be murder.
Yeah, Texas Tech is minus 38.5. Favored by 30.5 points there. Um, I like the over in the Michigan State game, 47.5 points. A lot of people are going to shy away from this number because of Michigan's offense and Michigan State blowing. But I think the over is going to hit. It's a night game. Things are going to be bumping in East Lansing. Um, Texas A&M and LSU. That's an interesting game. That's a really interesting game. I guess I would take the under in that game. I would
Uh,
take the under 47.5. I saw this thing on the internet and someone said, gun, if you own a gun in the United States, you should be legalized to smoke weed. Like you have to smoke weed every day if you own a gun.
I love that.
What do you think about that? I thought that was interesting.
I mean, we don't got time for me to say much other than I love it. I think that's a great idea. I've
I
just
think
got
it's I think it's a good idea because when have you ever smoked weed and then thought, man, I'm gonna go kill someone?
no, you don't.
No, no one's ever thought that.
All right,
What do you got?
all right. Last thing I've got: don't get the bitches, make the bitches get you.
I like that. I like that. I'll try to correlate that in my life. All right, Brad.
All
Episode
right,
one.
see ya. Hell of an
See ya.
episode.